The second largest voter to Raila Odinga in the last election were the Kikuyu. 1 million votes. So that one also is out.
Okay.
The third largest voter to Raila Odinga were the Kamba, 700,000 votes. Out.
Okay.
You had Kisi at 400,000 votes. Out. So he's not the Raila Odinga of 2022 who is joining William Ruto. Even him, he's starting from a weak pedestal. Compensation, you don't need any committee to do it.
Okay.
We know the victims. They are known. We know the treasury where the money is. It is just a matter of publishing the names of the victims and inviting them so that the public will just verify that this was a victim, his name is missing or his name is here. The Kenya National Commission of Human Rights has situational reports on the day as things were happening.
Tired of the same old shopping experience? Step into a smarter way to shop with Whitson Group, Kenya's go-to online store for quality you can trust. From gadgets and homeware to everyday essentials, we deliver convenience right to your door. Fast shopping, secure payments, and top-notch customer care, all in one place. Visit whitesongroup.com today. Whitson Group, simple, reliable, delivered.
Well, a very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Herman Sokinyi. It's my pleasure to have you on board on yet another good episode here. I'm here with the Deputy Party Leader of Safina Party and as well as the potential Deputy President of this country, Wakili Willie Sotieno. Wakili, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Yes.
It is now without any doubt that the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga will work with President William Ruto even up to 2027, and even post that. He said here that he doesn't regret making that particular decision. And then, so this finds us, puts us in a very tricky situation. We are here assuming that President William Ruto has actually lost. Of course, I know you don't normally like going towards that particular direction, but then truth be said, here we are. He lacks the president for the support that he had from the central Kenya region, definitely. Raila being here now that he's maintained that he's working with the president, even as we near towards the next general elections. How then do you now see this shifting the kind of political landscape in the country with regard to that particular elections?
You know, it is Raila Odinga's right as a Kenyan,
yes,
to support whichever political cause he desires. And it is right to support William Ruto. That is part of democracy.
Okay.
But if you're asking me to look at if he has added any value to, he is able to fill the gap that those who've left William Ruto have left with. My answer is that it cannot fill. Because even the votes that Raila Odinga got in the last election, substantial number of it is not with him anymore. The 1 million votes he got from Central Kenya. If you like tribal politics, which I don't like.
I also don't like tribal
you
politics.
You like doing analysis based on tribe, but I will use your tribe, your parameters. For the purposes of this discussion, I will give an exemption and do the tribal arithmetic. The second largest voter to Raila Odinga in the last election were the Kikuyu, 1 million votes. So that one also is out.
Okay.
The third largest voter to Raila Odinga were the Kamba, 700,000 votes. Out.
Okay.
You had Kisi at 400,000 votes. Out. So he's not the Raila Odinga of 2022 who is joining William Ruto. Even him, he's starting from a weak pedestal. And even in his traditional vote basket, amongst the Luo community, the one who gave him the highest number of votes, there's a significant number that is not happy with an association with William Ruto. They will support Raila any day if he was a candidate, but they will not be comfortable to transfer that support to William Ruto.
Okay.
But that is his political journey. If he so wishes to engage on that path, then these are the obstacles that he's facing. Even himself, he has lost almost, just from looking at the arithmetics I've done for you, using the tribal arithmetics, he's 3 million votes less.
Okay.
William Ruto is almost 5 million votes less.
Okay.
So that union cannot win. They need 9 million votes. It cannot. But it is his political right to join William Ruto. But more importantly, the rejection of William Ruto is not because of tribe. The rejection of William Ruto is because of his failed economic policies.
Okay.
It is the economy. That is why even if you are still in your tribal mind, you'll find even amongst Ruto's own tribesmen, there are many of them who are not happy with him. There are many of them who are rejecting this regime. Not because of tribe, but because of their economic policies.
But fact be told, there are people who, no matter how bad the economic policies of the president are, they still vote for him.
Of course, there are people who will vote for him, no matter, because he's their tribesman, but they are what you call an insignificant minority. They will not change anything.
Okay.
So he has to now, that is why Ruto has to try to hold props in State House, pretending that he's addressing the economic problem.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's not working.
Tell us what you think about Raila's explanation to the kind of arrangement that we are actually having right now. Of course, it's being called broad-based here, but then we wonder where the opposition is and where the government is. I don't know, the minority and the majority here. The lines are actually very blurry here. But then he says he had a chance to choose between saving the country and letting it fall into some sort of anarchy and maybe becoming like some of our neighboring countries that we've seen around here. What do you actually make of that particular decision? Because the people have been accusing him of being selfish and taking advantage of the Gen Z revolt at that particular moment in time.
You know, just like it is the right of the young people to demonstrate and to reject William Ruto, which right I share in. Even me, I have a right to demonstrate, and I've gone to all demonstrations, and I've rejected William Ruto.
Yes.
And anytime a demonstration is called, I will go. That is my right. It is also equally Raila Odinga's right to go and support him. That is his right. But the day of reckoning will come when everybody must live with their consequences. Because part of what has happened now is this. Raila Odinga and ODM are now carrying the skunk of William Ruto. The skunk of William Ruto, the failures of William Ruto, is now brushed on them. That is going to be their mark on Judgment Day. That this is what you've done. You are part of this administration. You are going to elections as part of an administration that the Kenyan people are rejecting. It will be onerous upon them to explain themselves to the Kenyan people. Because they've taken ownership of the failures of William Ruto. Once you take ownership of the failures, you live with it. Everybody must be able to live with it, with their consequences. So they have to face their consequences when the time comes. They'll either make a decision whether they want to die with William Ruto or to part ways. You can be hung together or hung separately. It is upon those who are in ODM and Raila Odinga to decide which one is better.
But at that moment in time, you know very well, you and I know here that were it not for Raila, then things would have escalated differently.
No, our constitution is a very progressive constitution. We have transition mechanisms in our constitution.
Okay.
So what is wrong with invoking the transition mechanism? And the people demanding their sovereignty is constitutional. Article 1 says sovereignty vests in the people of Kenya and they can exercise directly. That was an exercise of direct sovereignty.
Okay.
If it leads to William Ruto leaving office, who said this country was meant for William Ruto? It was not made for him. Kenya is greater than any of us. It will continue.
But did William Ruto leaving definitely mean that the country would descend into some sort of...
It will not. For me, it cannot. We have transition mechanisms in our constitution on how we get to the next administration. William Ruto is not a monarch. He's not a king.
What do you then make of what has transpired in other countries, especially here in Africa? Talk about Egypt. And immediately, when you look at such kind of countries, leave alone the Somalia case or even the Sudan case, but then some of those countries that have actually witnessed what we witnessed back then, they've not actually ended up so well in terms
We have also had many countries like Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Senegal, that have gone through similar experiences. And they've had elections post those experiences. So why do you want to look at countries where... Egypt, to begin with, was under military rule from the beginning anyway. From the time I was born, Hosni Mubarak was the president. He was a military ruler. Yeah? They only had a little dalliance with in the revolution. In fact, the revolution removed the military ruler and brought a civilian ruler, Mosi. So,
Okay.
that example cannot hold. For as long as people are determined to go back to popular rule by the will of the people, nothing stops them.
So what then is happening here? Because Kenyans are wondering, why is it that when we want accountability, then we are being given examples of failed states, but then when we demand for what is right, then that is not actually being done here.
Because legacy politicians like to gaslight. That is part of manipulation.
Okay.
They want to create for you a scarecrow and send for you, show you images of some failed states to manipulate you, to feed fear into you of how bad it can be without them.
Okay.
That is their stock in trade. But we must reject it. We should be very clear that as we are about the common good.
Okay.
And don't buy that manipulation, don't buy that fear. Nothing will happen if William Ruto is not here. He's not a king. That we are saying if the king dies without a heir, then this kingdom will collapse. This kingdom will not, this is not a kingdom, this is a republic.
Okay.
With or without William Ruto, Kenya will continue.
So we can conclude here that after this kind of arrangement between Raila Amolo Odinga and of course up to where they are right now in terms of their working relationship, Raila and William Ruto came in here, the kind of arrangement that was there between UDA and of course ODM when you talk about compensation and you talk about implementation of the NADCO report. And of course recently there was a team, an ad hoc kind of committee that was constituted by the president to ensure that this is implemented fully. What then do you make of the formation of this particular team? Will it actually help solve some of these problems that we've had?
You don't need a team to implement what government needs to do. You have ministries, you have departments, you have government agencies that can do all of those things.
Okay.
So that team that is set up, that is still part of gaslighting Kenyans. Those are games of musical chairs.
Okay.
They're just keeping you busy to think that something is happening when nothing is happening. So forget about that team. There's nothing that team will do. The verdict on what needs to be done under NADCO is it's out there. Every Kenyan can see it. Okay? Post NADCO, we've seen extrajudicial killings. You don't need to set up a team to pay compensation to victims. You just need to call the victims and there are records of them everywhere.
Okay.
And compensate them. You don't need a team to do that. You have government, you have ministries, you have departments, you have agencies that can do it. Just release the money from treasury and call these victims and pay them. The records are publicly available. So why are they not doing it? Because that committee, whenever somebody once told me that whenever you see a committee formed by government to do something, there's a confirmation that they don't want to do that thing. Because the committee is going to spend the next 6 months in retreat and inductions. Then after that, in site visits, countrywide tours. Then after that, to write a report. Then after that, presentation of the report. Then they set up another committee to oversee the implementation of this report. Time is up. So forget about that Makamutua committee. Those are people wasting our time.
No. You see, there are two committees. Okay, there is the one for Makamutua. Is it the same one that was actually...
You're talking about the one that was supposed to monitor the implementation of that?
Yes.
But
yes.
What monitoring mechanisms do you need?
To ensure that the kind of agreement that was there between UDA and ODM in as far as all these things are concerned.
So those extrajudicial killings that are taking place here, these abductions and false disappearances, you need a committee to confirm it to you. You don't need a committee. These are government programs. You don't need a committee to do that. We can all see it.
The other time Edwin Sifuna was saying that the only reason why they decided to work with the UDA government is that there was an arrangement. And therefore that agreement must be actualized. And according to him, the fact that these extrajudicial killings were still going on was actually an indication that the government was not willing to ensure that they honor that particular agreement. So
now this committee will make them honor the agreement.
Actually, that is what he...
Because they didn't know how to read the agreement themselves. So those are gaslighting, as I keep telling you. You do not need any committee to oversee implementation. The Kenyan people are here. They interact with the state every day.
Okay.
And they can record their experiences. What is this committee now? It's just a waste of taxpayers' money.
Okay. So Raila is pledging support to Ruto, but at the same time talking about things that must be done. And in it, we've just talked about here compensation of the victims of protests and demonstrations in this country. And at the same time, the president is talking about the process of national healing. Do you then think that perhaps this can actually maybe help the president still kind of get back
who caused the
trust
national,
of the people?
who caused the national hurt in the first place? I've never seen where people heal when the person who caused them harm is still in office. It can never happen.
Okay.
Healing, as part of healing, is recognition that you've caused them harm. Then there is accountability. Those who caused the harm are held account. So you cannot have national healing with the perpetrators. William Ruto is the chief perpetrator of these things that happened to Kenyans. There cannot be any healing with William Ruto.
But do you support the compensation?
Compensation is not even, do I support it? It is long overdue. And it's not even enough. Because even if you compensate the families, those young people are dead. They cannot be recovered. It is long overdue. It is late. And they're not doing anybody a favor when they pay compensation. It's a right.
The opposition says here that the government cannot actually be trusted with this particular role of ensuring that the victims of these protests are compensated. And therefore, they are saying here that this mandate should be given to maybe the Kenya National Human Rights Commission to ensure that that is done. Do you also not trust the
No. The point I'm making is this. Well, maybe where I differ with that argument is this. Compensation, you don't need any committee to do it.
Okay.
We know the victims. They are known. We know the treasury where the money is. It is just a matter of publishing the names of the victims and inviting them so that the public will just verify that this was a victim, his name is missing or his name is here. The Kenya National Commission of Human Rights has situational reports on the day as things were happening. It will be one of the primary agencies that the state will rely on or should rely on. And by itself, it's also a state commission when it comes to payment. So you don't need a third party to come and verify this. Where was Makao Mutua's team when the victims' details were being taken by Kenya National Commission of Human Rights? Where were they when the situation reports were being compiled? That now they think they know better than Kenya National Commission of Human Rights. They don't. So these are just committees that are meant to hoodwink Kenyans. If you are genuine, just say the money is here at Treasury. Victims report on this day. The families will give their details, verification. Human Rights Commission is there to verify. The money is sent to their accounts. Simple. Some of the victims even have court orders. Obey those court orders. Pay the victims. That's all we're asking for. You don't need a commission or another panel, a body, what to do it.
Is it therefore possible for us to acquire this so-called national healing?
We cannot acquire national healing with the people who caused the pain. It can never. It has never happened. It has never happened in the history of truth and justice and reconciliation to have national healing with the same people, the perpetrators, when they are still in office. Because part of healing is what I call accountability. The perpetrators must be held to account. The police officers who are responsible must be called to account. The politicals who supported them must be called to account. And accountability means going to court.
But this is the same thing that Raila is saying. How then is it different? Because he's saying that, look, let the police officers who participated in such acts be investigated and, of course, be held to account.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And the politicals who supported them be held to account and taken to court. That's all I'm saying. So if you don't have the politicals taken to court and the police taken to court, what healing? There cannot be national healing in that state of affairs. Before people are taken to court. It is about justice.
Finally, so are you therefore saying that with all these kind of arrangements that we are witnessing here, that of course, the basement of your leader, not your leader, but of course of Raila Amolo Odinga here is not actually enough, even if that support was there to propel President William Ruto?
For information, I'm not in ODM, and please do not ever, for any given time, confuse me to be a member of ODM. I'm a member of Safina. And
but
Safina,
you're once there.
No. Let's be clear. No, don't look at me as a member of ODM.
You've never been.
I've never been. I'm a member of Safina Party. That is ODM politics. Safina Party politics is about the economy. And as we believe in Fagia Wote, all the legacy politicians, their time is up. It's time to create a new republic.
And the swamp must be drained dry.
Must drain the swamp.
Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Weigh in and tell us what you actually think. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for being part of this family. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do so. And of course, we'll be more than glad to bring you up to date with comprehensive analysis of all that is taking place in this country and across the borders. Till we have this conversation again, have yourself a lovely day. My name is Evans Okinyi.